Welcome to WePromo VIP, where we chat with top suppliers and industry insiders to bring you the latest in promotional products. Let's dive in.
We are so excited today with this supplier interview because we've got a fantastic company that has taken the art of making cocoa and other ingredients and turning them into amazing promotional products that your customers are going to love. We're talking about Chocolate Chocolate. It's a company that's been in the promotional product space for decades, and they have the experience of delighting customers. Kristina Beal is going to be talking to you about how you can take these amazing products. You can wow your clients and customers, and they'll be able to do promotions with these products that your customers are going to remember fondly. Kristina, thank you for being with us today.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Always a sweet opportunity to share chocolate with everybody. And thanks again for that amazing intro. Yeah, Chocolate's actually been in the industry for over 35 years. We're a hidden gem. So we decided, our board and leadership and owners decided that 2025 is going to be a changing turning point for us in the industry. So I was recruited to come on board as national account manager and really reach out to you guys and just be more present in the industry, be more involved. I have a goal by 2028 that I'm on the PPA 100 list. So we'll see how that goes. But I definitely think we have a great product. There's so much customization that we do. 3 top advantages that I love to talk about right off the bat is, number one, we're made in USA, which is such a important thing to talk about. I know you guys have a lot of union work and that kind of stuff too, so that's a huge advantage in our product line. Absolutely love the fact that we're made in USA, and we do everything in-house. Most of our process is actually proprietary. We've patented what we do, which is so cool. And a lot of like robotics and stuff in our facility is way more high tech than you would think for a chocolate company. It's really fun. So we have the ability to do so much cool stuff for your clients and really customize things. It's just absolutely fun. The other thing I love to talk about too is we now are preferred with you guys. So definitely take advantage of that and use those benefits and be part of it. And we love to partner with you guys. So please always reach out for quotes and samples and all that kind of stuff. Like, we're happy to help you with free virtuals, everything to help get it in front of your clients. I feel like we're really, because we are so customized, and it's so much easier to visualize your logo as an end user on a t-shirt or a piece of drinkware. But to imagine it etched in chocolate is a little harder for some people. So please ask for those virtuals. That's just a huge part of your selling toolkit. And the other thing I love to talk about is we are really premium chocolate. So we put a lot of love into what we create for you guys in the chocolate. It's very premium, very quality. We don't use any fillers in our chocolate. So it is the highest quality ingredients. We're SQF certified, and we also are OU kosher certified, which is the highest kosher certification. If you're not familiar with that whole thing, it is a big deal to be OU kosher certified. So we're very proud of all that.
For those who know, they know.
They know, yes. I've had so many people like, "Oh, you're real kosher," and I'm like, "Yes, we are." So yeah, it's a big deal in that whole arena, and it fits a lot of clients' regulations too for their own. So if your clients are like, "Oh, is it good chocolate?" Sometimes that's the question I get. "Oh, you brand chocolate, so it probably doesn't taste good, right?"
I can verify, having consumed some products, samples, I can verify it is very good.
It is very good. It is tempting to not eat it every day. Let's tell you, like, maybe I do have a bite of chocolate every day. I'll be real. It's sitting on my desk in front of me all day long, and I'm talking about all day long. Of course, I have to have a nibble. I don't know why I crave chocolate all the time. That's very confusing to me. But yeah, so those are just like some 3 main points that I like to just get off the top. Made in USA, highest certifications, and we have all the tools that you need to sell it to your clients.
Chocolate's been around for years. Tell us a little bit about how in the world did somebody get the idea of putting logos on chocolate bars?
It's so natural. It's so easy to mold, honestly. Our technology too is super cool, and why we get so much detail. Let me show you a piece when I talk about detail too. I think it's better to see things sometimes. So this is a 2-pound bar of chocolate, and this is the box here on the outside. And I'm going to show you the detail on the actual chocolate piece because it will highlight what I'm going to say here on that no detail is too small for our chocolate. So I'm going to walk this up to the camera here, and you'll be able to see. You can actually read the imprint of that newspaper in the chocolate.
Wow.
So, yeah, isn't it so cool? So the detail is amazing. And how we do that is we do laser engrave onto aluminum steel plates, and then that gets compressed into the plastic mold. Chocolate being molded has been around for centuries. So getting that fine detail, though, is in our process of that high compression into the mold, like 6,000 or something ridiculous pounds of pressure, making it so detailed. But it's a great way to highlight that. As well as getting that little fine detail, we can make things look three-dimensional. So this is another 2-pound bar in our Luxe full color lid. Got to get this open because it's so cool. But literally, your imagination will just start taking off as soon as you see these pieces because the detail is so cool. I'm going to bring this in again on the camera. Look at that
Wow.
three-dimensional vibe on that and that full color. Yes, that is full color imprint on white chocolate. That is edible. Yes, so much fun you
So
can have with your imagination on this. Again, the fine
everything's
little
edible
details.
except for the box.
Yeah, I guess if you're starving and you need a but I wouldn't recommend it. But the box is recyclable, so that's probably the route I would go.
Right.
Yeah. So it's fun. Just so many great things you can do. So yeah, like to your point, like what made people think of demolding in chocolate? I don't really know, but I'm really glad they did because it's really fun to sell every day. So you guys should sell it to your clients too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're going to get that same wow factor when you present this to your client,
Mm,
and they're going to be thinking, how can we do this? So give us some ideas. If somebody's never done food products, that's a little bit different
it
than
is. Yeah.
the typical mug or the t-shirt or the hat. How does somebody get into food products
Yeah,
and
that is
selling
a
them?
really great question, actually. So I actually have a little slide. I won't do too many slides, but this one is very helpful to help you give some good sales tools. So I love to give everybody like 6 reasons on why your clients should think about chocolate. And you can actually translate this to all food products, but let's talk about chocolate because it's the best. So, number one, it's a mood booster. So, giving it to your end user. So, if you're talking to your end user as a distributor, hey, if you really want to create a feeling and a vibe or just brighten somebody's day, chocolate is a great gift to give. It's also really elegant presentation. So, if you're for centuries, chocolate has been like a really high value gift for people. It was presented to kings and queens back in the day and all that kind of stuff. So, it still has that weight of being an elegant gift. So that's a great for that experience. That is why it is such a popular holiday gift too. The
Right.
personalization, especially if your clients have a lot of detail or they really manufacture something cool, if they want to do something unique and rememberable and impactful for their brand, highly recommend doing a chocolate gifting because it's so easy to personalize and really it is so great to make your own and it's not a throw your logo on product. So that's a huge selling factor, especially for people that like I've done really cool things where like they're having an event in Chicago. So they do the whole Chicago skyline done for that event in the chocolate. It's also super universally loved. You're hitting it's easier. You're not having to find like something for specific demographics or
Right.
genders or age groups or anything. Like it hits everybody. It's so versatile for all the holidays, it's for the celebrations, for events. Great to add to swag bags or for networking. And then all ages. Right now, we currently have what Gen Beta to the silent generation still alive on this earth. So we can hit
Right.
all of them with chocolate. So it's really great.
Yes.
And as a
So
bonus, you don't have to search for a 4X extra tall jacket at Christmas time. So it makes it a lot easier,
yes,
which
no
we've all been
no
there, right?
sizing problems.
Yeah. And the other thing I love, I actually can share this link with you guys. This is a whole scientific journal. If you enjoy reading scientific journals, this one was great. It's called The Brain Science Behind Comfort Food. And one thing is like your ROI, you're hitting with food gifting stimulants in the brains that are hit the reward centers. So you're getting that dopamine, you're igniting those neurotransmitters. Think about it, with chocolate, you're getting all 5 senses. You're seeing it, you're tasting it, you're smelling it, you're feeling it. You're doing like everything with that. And so it really creates a deep memory that's lasting. And that's where your ROI is. You're creating a feeling, you're creating an experience that just brings joy. And if you want to create joy with your branding and your client's branding, definitely the way to go.
Creating joy is
Yeah.
something that I endeavor to do every day. I don't do it well.
Same. It's
But
so much fun.
no, I 100% agree. And I think anybody watching this, they would say they remember getting some type of a food gift, especially during the holidays. And
Absolutely.
you're thinking about, Aunt Mabel sent us the sausage platter or whatever it is,
Right.
and it's
Yep.
always good. And you always think, man, I can't wait till next year till we
Yeah.
get it again. So this is engendering that same type of when people are receiving food gifts.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's across the board. Like, no matter what you're doing with gifting in the food category, it's such an underutilized part of the promotional product industry. I actually have been doing research on some stats because I love some data. The food gifting industry is between a 35 and $42 billion industry. So there is
Yes,
money to be had for y'all in the food category for sure. I mean,
absolutely.
they're spending it at Harry and David's. They're spending it at Costco. They're doing it. They might not just be doing it with you because they don't know it's an option. So I just start sharing it in presentations. They're like, hey, trade show giveaways. Start showing them the cookies. Start showing them
What
the wrapper
show
bars.
talk a
Yeah.
little bit about these items that you're
Yeah,
showing us.
absolutely. We've got a
Give us a
couple
little bit
different
of an idea of the breadth
we've
of
got a
the
couple different
product.
options for you. They're super fun. So we do have the name brand Oreos, which these are huge, guys. These are like the size of my hand. And then we can do white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate on those. And then it's all branded on the chocolate mold. It's so pretty. So we can do singles. We can do those in gift boxes. We also have our sugar cookies, which I left over here. My life is surrounded by chocolate, so it's easy to grab it. So the sugar cookies are probably our most popular item that we carry. Actually, they're so popular. If you've had them at PPI or ASI, these go fast. And then we can do that custom branding on the chocolate as well. We can also do fun things with the cookies, like we can add them to our little s'mores kits. So you add those marshmallows, you do a full color thing there and make your little branded cookie s'more kits. These are really popular. They're really fun. And then some of our other popular giveaways are our wrapper bars. This is I actually just did a video on my LinkedIn on this one because it's such a great, simple gift that you can multi-facet it a little bit. So when you have your full color wrapper, great to print a QR code onto. So if you wanted to go to a
Right.
contact form, go to their website, whatever you want to do that QR code to, it prints beautifully. You get a fully customized label with that. Then the bar itself is also branded and molded to whatever you want it to be. But I love doing like little secrets inside, like a golden ticket and creating that Wonka experience.
Oh, nice.
So like your people can win prizes. We can do it in one bar of the whole order, or we can do it in half of the order or we could do like a gold, silver, bronze. We could do full color front and back, like literally so many options. I'm working on a project right now actually where they're a distributor sponsoring a chamber event. And so we're doing their branding on one side and join the chamber on the other. So it's a really good little piece
Right.
on the golden ticket. But it's so much fun. And then we're doing the city skyline on the bar. So it's like neutral and branding and people want to take photos of it and be like, oh my gosh, it's our city on it. It's so much fun.
Right.
But just a great giveaway, super affordable, super fun, and so many ways you can just add value to it. And tell you what, if you're like handing out brochures all day long, people don't usually take them, but I guarantee you they're going
No.
to take this guy.
Even if they're on keto, they're going to take it and give it to somebody that they love.
Seriously, they're like, oh, my kids will take it or whatever. Like they'll say it. There's very rare times I feel like, no, I'm not going to take chocolate. There's always like, I'm not going to take it. And then like, but I might want it later. And so then they end up taking it. There might be a pause of politeness or something.
Right.
Some other cool marketing tools I really love too, like scaling up from that wrapper bar this is our deluxe trio set. So it's basically like a rack card or postcard of chocolate. So you have front and back piece, and then inside is foiled 3 pieces, and they're all custom molded pieces of chocolate. So you get 3 little pieces in that, and then you can upgrade that to a card version, which is like your brochure of chocolate. So you have all the detail there, right? And then 3 pieces of chocolate. What I love about these pieces is you get that cereal box effect. When you like sit there and you're eating a bowl of cereal and you're like, why did I read the entire box of cereal? I even read every detail on the ingredients and nutrition facts because
That's
you're
right.
mindlessly eating. So same thing as this. You want people to just absorb everything about your brand, your company, whatever. This is a great way, like assisted living centers. This is a great piece as a
Right.
takeaway for when they do tour, apartment complexes. You're recruiting for universities. This is an amazing one. Give to parents on welcome nights.
It's
So
a
many,
perfect combination.
It is.
because your customer's logo is and their information is being
Yeah,
shown to the end user right when they're getting a dopamine hit. I mean,
exactly. And they're
what
like,
better
oh, yes,
combination?
I love this law firm. They're my favorite. Oh, I can't wait to do my taxes this year. Like nobody, but
Right.
they might say it if they have chocolate with them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then our next level up of those two items, this is our chocolate wallet. This is literally my favorite product in our entire catalog because it is a true marketing chef's kiss piece. It is like everything you want in a marketing piece because people will love it and they're going to think, oh, you just gave me a great gift. And you're like, I just gave you some branding and marketing ideas instead. It's our chocolate wallet. So front and back, you open it up and you get this great footprint for print. Then you open up a second one, you get that first trio of chocolate. Then you get a
Oh,
second and third. So you have 9 pieces of chocolate, this huge footprint for sharing a story, branding, literally creativity, blank canvas here. It is so much
right.
fun. I love this piece. And it's $20 on R. One setup fee, if you're doing all the chocolate mold the same, $80 net. Just a great piece. And it's such a wow factor. And then the
Yeah.
minimum order quantity is 100. It's like, why would you
Okay,
not show this to
that's
all your clients? It's
I was
amazing.
going to get to the
Yeah.
MOQ part.
Yeah. It's such a cool piece. This is like hands down my favorite. I love it for, of course, auto dealerships because the same size as your like manual. You said a thank you for getting your cards, like fits with that kind of motif. It's so great for
Right.
banks and credit unions. I just did a project where they're going after business accounts. So I was like, I have a product to show you. This is going to be amazing. So we did all the benefits of their checking as a business, all their like benefits for business loans, and then like about the culture of the credit union. And then that all went into that one piece. And then they did a cool photo of the back of their whole community type thing. And they're dropping it off at retail places, restaurants, other businesses to gain some business accounts. And it's shareable with the whole office or the whole store, that kind of stuff too, because of the 9 pieces of chocolate. Love this piece. It's amazing.
That is a great
Yeah,
idea.
it's so fun.
So you talked about completely amazing customizable pieces.
Yes.
What if somebody doesn't have that time frame or budget? Do you have some more standard pieces that somebody could plug
I
into a
wouldn't say
program?
we quite have standard pieces, but we do have stock art
You
that you
go.
can throw your logo into because everything is extraordinary that we do.
Nothing is standard at
No.
Chocolate Shop.
It is. It's so customized. So really like for packaging, we can hit your client's budget, we can hit their aesthetic, we can hit their brand standards. And we have different packaging like options too. So on our lids, we've got a classic lid, which is a thinner lid, and then we have luxe lids, which are thicker lids. So you're gonna save a little bit of money here. We can do full color, obviously, but I can also do, this is a really big one. This is one of my favorite pieces to show. We can also do like their traditional silver, gold, black boxes too, and then do belly bands on those. So really like
Nice.
we can hit their budget. This is a 2 pound piece. This is so cool. And our chocolate is very premium, obviously, but our packaging is also too. So I'm going to give you guys the knock test. So this is our Lux box. That's literally, it's like a thick puzzle box. It is so thick. It's great. It's something that people are going to want to like hang on to, especially when you do the belly band. It just pops off like that. And you can tout it as something that they want to hang on to. Keep like everybody I show it to, ooh, I can wrap my Christmas gifts in that after I eat all that chocolate. I'm like, you could, actually, you could. And then I'm tying in that packaging too with that gorgeous imprint on side. This is a dark chocolate, and that's that full color again. Such a wow factor, but literally
Right.
for packaging wise, we can hit everything. And if you do need help with artwork, we have an amazing in-house art team that they are pros at this. Like they do some gorgeous projects. And then our art templates on our website, if you download those, they're actually like very detailed instructions on how to set up your art right for chocolate. They're so helpful. I've seen art templates that you're like, I have no idea what you want on this. Ours are so detailed and very precise. Like every time I get it back it's set up right because the instructions are really clear. So however creative you want to be or however creative your clients want to be, they can do that. But we do have some really good in-house artists that can help you and guide you along the way. Also, awesome stock art to throw that quick logo onto if you need to do that.
That's great that you have a team that can help through the process,
Yes.
which is incredibly important when you're dealing with a new medium that some people may not be
Yeah.
familiar
Yeah.
with.
It is totally different.
You've got the help. If somebody wanted to do samples, or maybe I know that you also do self promo. Talk a little bit about that. How does that work?
Yes. So the beauty of our product and kind of the downside of our product is consumable. So it creates a lot of
Yes.
repeat orders. But it's not like that sample that you can take around and have every client take a bite out of this. That would be weird. So
Yes.
we do
Exactly.
we do send these out, these cute little taster squares. These are super awesome. We do milk dark chocolate mainly, and then sometimes white chocolate. But yeah, we send out the tasters. So if say you really want to highlight that chocolate wallet to people, we can send out this as a sample so you can demonstrate to your clients and then they can taste it from one of these tasters. So that's how we'd send out most of our samples. It works out a
That's a
lot
great
better that
idea.
way. So we realize it's a consumable product. So we had to plan out something great for that. So if you need samples, like honestly, that sells our product every time. I cannot tell you how much feel like I need to beg. Please ask for samples. We do love some partnership on samples and spec samples. If you can send us a shipper number, that helps out tremendously in our cost, and we will send you as many samples as you need to sell the product for
You're
no
kidding
charge.
me.
Yeah,
See what we can do with our budget for shipping.
absolutely. Yeah, we'll get you some chocolate.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then spec samples, if you have a really qualified opportunity that like that's going to be what seals the deal, please let's do a spec. And I will not charge you for that spec sample. Just again, if you could pick up
Okay.
the cost on the shipping, that would really help. Yeah.
So we've talked about a lot of the benefits. What do people need to avoid for these type of promotions? Like probably you don't want to be handing these out in the middle of hot sidewalk on a July day.
Yeah, that's probably not the
For
best choice, but I do have to say we ship chocolate all year long. Like the weather doesn't slow us down.
that's good to know.
I just literally threw a box of chocolate like on an airplane and I went to Utah and shipped it back with a couple ice packs and nothing melted. It chocolate likes to be comfortable with what we are comfortable as a human. That's a great way to know if your chocolate's too hot. If you're starting to get sweaty, your chocolate's probably going to start melting. Also, if you're freezing, you're probably going to ruin your chocolate with that white bloom that you get because it's going to get too cold.
Gotcha.
So chocolate likes to be picky like us people and be just right.
Okay.
So it's a great way to gauge if it's too hot. If you're too hot, your chocolate's probably too hot. If you're too cold, your chocolate's too cold. So super easy.
Definitely don't store it in the refrigerator or
No, yeah, you should not refrigerate or freeze chocolate. It's actually not great for it. Yeah,
this is good to know.
I know. I'm just bringing you guys all sorts of good information. Also, it loses that temper, so you'll lose that shine and that color and that beauty to it. Is it still fine to eat if you freeze it and it gets that white bloom on it? Yes, but it's just not as pretty. So it's up to you.
What presentation in this product is
It
everything.
is. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, chocolate just likes to be comfortable like us. And then when we do ship things out, we have ice packs that we put in our boxes to help keep things extra cold. We have our shipping department, bless their hearts, they have to do so much work. They have to check every package, especially in the summer months, and make sure the weather isn't insane. So there was a time where it was like 112 in some places this summer, and then it dropped down in temperature like a couple days later. So they'll have us reach out and be like, "Hey, the temperature drops in a couple days. We won't have to overnight it then. Does that sound good to you?" And they're like, "Oh, cool. I actually don't need it for another week." So that works out great. So we do have to do a lot of second day and overnighting sometimes in the summertime. But a lot of things can
Okay.
go 3-day even with the gel packs, depending on the temperature. And then, of course, through Q4 and Q1, it's not really an issue in most states.
Well,
Surprisingly enough, our second highest selling state is Florida. So
okay. So all of you distributors in Florida, there's no reason why you
there's
can't
no
do this.
excuses. I have the
No
numbers to prove
excuses.
it.
Speaking of Q4, I am sure that your products are a huge hit during the
Oh my gosh.
holiday season.
So yeah, right now is a lot of the time you guys want to be like aggressive with holiday showing. Get your virtuals in, get your tasting samples out, start getting your self promo in too. Highly recommend doing a self promo. And I'll share this with you too at the end, our self promo for holiday season. Because if you get it out before, like I recommend getting it in hands to your clients as like a Thanksgiving gift at the beginning of November, end of October, gives them enough time to order it and get it out themselves. The distributors that do that
Okay.
have great success in getting chocolate orders themselves. So
So
I
if we
really
wanted
recommend
to
that.
hit that if we want to hit that target, when do they need to have their order in for the self promo to hit
Um,
that
I'd
Thanksgiving?
recommend for sure by Halloween. That's going to be a safe
Okay.
bet at the latest. Yeah, make that as your marker. Everybody can remember that date.
You've marked this down in your calendars. By Halloween, you have your order in for your self promo, and then
Yeah,
you're going to have a tremendous amount of orders
you
for
will.
right at the end of
People
the
are
year.
like, wait, what? I honestly, when I do end user shows, the number one thing I hear is, I had no clue I could put my logo in chocolate. Wait, that's actually possible? That's literally like it's the main thing I get. So I challenge you guys this year. Try putting your self promo for holiday season. Do it in your presentations, and you'll see some like interest in it. And it might take a year or two of showing it consistently to your clients, and they're like, wait a second, those cookies you and wrapper bars you keep showing me? We should try those out. A lot of people just don't have. It's just a different product compared to like the mugs and pens of the world. It needs a little bit more love.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I'd encourage our members to check out the chocolate page on the private member site, and some more information about the self promo is there as your program discount as a member that you get with chocolate.
Yeah,
So
take
check
advantage
that
of it.
out.
I'd love to partner with you guys more for sure. Yeah, it's just a
So,
fun product line. And yeah, holiday season too, if your end users have drop shipping needs or if they want to kit something, we do kitting and fulfillment. We can ship internationally. We ship to Canada all the time. Specifically, like we do a lot to Canada. We're being right on the border, I think, helps a lot with it. But yeah, so any of those type of fulfillment needs. So if your client wants to do chocolate, but they want to do a piece of drinkware with it, we'd love that drinkware to come to us. We can manage the safety of the chocolate and make sure everything's on
oh,
certification
okay.
level, and we can get those kitted out for you too.
I think that's fantastic.
hmm
So, what's the craziest project that you've seen in chocolate?
It's not necessarily crazy, but just like the creativity that people come up with. And there's so many
Yes.
things like I'd love to show, but they're like those NDAs, there's not fun. But like for one example, like just the customization that we can do, there is a famous alcoholic beverage coming out with a chocolate whiskey, and we are doing the bottle shape of it. And then we are doing
Wow.
their label in full color on said bottle in chocolate. So really
And the white
cool.
chocolate.
Yeah, it's really cool looking. It's like really fun. We might make
That's
a
a great
knockoff
promo.
version to show people, but
I think that's a great
yeah.
idea. That's
hmm
just an example of creativity and trying to partner this product with completely different products.
Yeah, you're
It's
gonna you're gonna see our stuff online, but honestly, like challenge with some creativity. Be like, hey, I've got this off the wall idea. Can you guys make it happen? And we probably can, especially if you give us like time to do like the R&D on it.
okay.
Yeah.
We covered a lot.
We did, yeah.
Any specific like resources for marketing? Where would members find help,
Yeah.
catalogs and things like
Yeah.
that?
Our website is chocolate and then the number 2.com. So pretty easy. So you don't have to actually type out chocolate twice. So it's just chocolate2.com. You can also reach out to me for anything you guys need for virtuals, anything like that. I'm like your guys' go-to for that. But we have a resources tab on that website. We have flyers. We have a Zoom catalog that you can brand. All the things are
Oh,
super there. But anyway, if you need branding you want to put on your
boy,
Zoom catalog, we got it for you guys. And
sure.
it's easy, so easy to share. I love the Zoom catalog. It's just a great service. If you want to
Zoom
follow,
Catalog is an amazing service, and it's
hmm
not going to cost the distributor anything.
no,
And you can customize, like you've got a customizable catalog, which is a
hmm
fantastic idea.
yeah, it helps so
So,
much. Another resource, if you just want to follow for fun, I make a lot of silly videos about our product on social media. So you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you want to find me. Anyway, and you can follow those. And I do make a lot of video content that is shareable as well without me talking or without my face. I'm just showing the product with nice music and maybe highlighting a couple features. So I try to make as much product that and feel free, any of my videos, I totally have it public so people can download whatever they want. So those are also
that's
resources for you too.
that's a great resource. I'm
Yeah.
glad you told me about that, because when people are scrolling on social media and a video of chocolate comes up, they're watching.
Exactly. Seriously, it's so much fun. Yeah, you can guys follow me on the same platform. It's Sweet Swag Christina with a K.
Thank
Yeah. But yeah,
you.
it's really fun.
Yeah.
And if there's a product that you're like, I'd love to see a video of that, send me an email. I'll make a video of it. It's fine.
All right. Challenge accepted.
Thanks.
Christina, before we end the interview, I mean, we've covered a lot of ground. else that you want to tell our members before we go?
I guess number one, I just think about, like, when you think of chocolate, think of customization, premium, and just fun. Those are like my 3 key words to take away from our product line.
That's a great way to end this up. So get those samples and start promoting. And you've got your deadlines.
Yeah.
Get yourself promo by Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And you'll
You'll
have
have
sweet
some great
success
orders.
this year.
Here's to success in Q4 and
Absolutely.
even now, if you've got a project that you want to do now. So thank you, Kristina. We really appreciate all the time you spend with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I loved it.
This episode is brought to you by WePromo, the game-changing buying group for promo distributors. We're here to help you save big by scoring top-notch discounts with the best suppliers in the industry, and joining is totally free. Ready to boost your margins? Check out WePromo.net to explore our supplier lineup and see what we're all about.